going on with everyone? And welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate your support. In this video, I'm going to talk about getting started, doing tutorials on American Truck Simulator. I've been getting a lot of messages and things about American Truck Simulator and how you do this and how you do that. So in this series, I'm doing basically tutorial videos on American Truck Simulator, getting started out, adding mods and all that type of stuff. But in this video, we're just going to talk about getting started with American Truck Simulator, and probably the next episode or next video, we're going to talk about modding American Truck Simulator. So let's go ahead and get started. When you open American Truck Simulator, you're going to come to this page. If you're new to American Truck Simulator and you just now starting out, you're going to come up to this dialog page, new profile dialog. Now, you have to choose up here, male or female, whatever gender you are. And in the picture box, you're going to see a lot of pictures in here that you have to choose from. Now, you have a lot of variety of people to choose from. With me, I'm just going to go with this guy here. And we're going to go with the new truck. Why not? The International 9900i. Then we're going to pick our company logo. And I'm going to just say this one is called Blue Lion Logistics. Then you can't change the map module. And you can use this option here to use Steam Cloud. What that basically does is save your information, just in case that you go to a different computer or you get a new computer and all your information from that American Truck Simulator profile is going to be on Steam Cloud. So whenever you download the game, your profile and all that stuff is going to be up there. So that's basically what the Steam Cloud means. So we're going to go ahead and click create. It's going to ask you, do you want to go on with the tutorial? But here you can set up your joystick. Mine's already set up. I probably have to go in and change a few buttons around and stuff like that. But if you have a steering wheel and all that stuff, the way you hook it up is, let me go back. See, since I already have profiles, it's not going to let me go and change it until I get inside the game. So, but as you can see, it messes it up. I don't know why it does that. I guess that's something that SCS has to fix. It have my clutch as my brake and acceleration as my brake, and it have my clutch here. I don't know why it does that, but well, I didn't want that. So all my buttons, I hope, probably going to be the same with my other profiles, but for some reason it'll change it to where you only have like only your buttons that you assigned to your previous profile will be on there, but not all of them. I don't understand why it mixes it up when you change the profile or go to a new profile. But when you get to this page, to the map page, you're going to have to you're going to have to pick a starting city. Me, I have a lot more choices due to the fact that I have all of the DCLs that SCS have released. Your map screen probably won't look like this because you don't have all the city or state DCLs. But anyway, I'm going to try to start in, let's see. I'm going to start in, I done basically started in most of the cities in here. before. We're going to start in Phoenix. We'll start in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. It's going to ask you if you want to start with the tutorial or not. I did it, just I don't know if I clicked yes or no or not. But when you come on to the screen, you're going to have, it's going to tell you welcome to American Truck Simulator. At last, you have a chance to experience your dream job, driving a truck. Your own transportation company is now open for business, but sadly you lack the money to buy a truck. For now, you will have to work for other companies as a driver for hire. Your task is to safely deliver the load of mortar to sell goods docked in Phoenix. Your employer has provided you with a vehicle you will be and will cover all expenses. Don't let anyone down and arrive on time. In the game, once you complete or get your own truck and start building your own business and stuff like that, then things are going to get harder, routes are going to get longer, jobs are going to get longer. But that shouldn't matter because you're going to get more money for that anyway. So this is the game without mods. Okay. So it's telling us we got to move. See, my shifter buttons don't even work. So we're going to tell us to move forward and then stop. We have the interior camera, the chasing camera, the top-down camera, and you can go to the next camera by repeatedly pressing 9. So you can cycle through all of the cameras without pressing a single or specific button for a specific camera view. You can press 9 to go through all of them. Alright. You have the roof camera, that's 4. Lean out camera, 5. Bumper camera, 6. On the wheel camera, 7. That's not the steering wheel, but the tires. Drive-by wheel is 8, and next camera again will be the 9, where you can cycle through all of them. Alright. It says it's time for delivery. Use the route advisor to see where you are and where you need to go by pressing F1, which is also the pause menu. This is your route advisor, and it's going to tell you about all the stuff here. You have your day, your time, and what is your ETA to your next destination or your job. This is the current money that you have. They start you off with $1,500. You have your gearbox indicator here, your truck damage indicator, gas indicator, your fatigue indicator, and your mail indicator. You will get mail throughout the game. If you don't download any mods or anything, you just stick with the game and the current missions or accomplishments that you have to go through. You're going to get mail all the time. Starting off, you're going to get mail regardless, I think, when you download mods as well, because it tells you what cities need special transport or are looking for special transport. Now, this game is they actually based this game off of somewhat real life stuff, because you will be getting offers if you are a truck driver or planning to be a truck driver. You're going to get offers from different companies, especially when you have your own truck business on here, that they need drivers for this company and that company and all that type of stuff. So that's going to be popped up in the mail. But without anything further, let's go ahead and exit the mod menu. Well, we have to go through the different tabs here. F6 tells you the job information, what you're carrying. It tells you the cargo destination, expected time zone that the job should be delivered, your job income, and what time and the estimated time that your job remains. So this job remains 4 hours and 54 minutes. Game time, not in real time. Your next rest stop, it tells you that, and it says the next rest stop is 13 hours and 54 minutes away from here. F7, it tells you the damage of the truck, and from here you can call your service or get towed to a service, or you can have them to take your cargo and all that stuff, but you will have to pay a fee if you want to travel to the nearest city, or if you want to get towed, or if you have to cancel a job. To cancel a job, I think it is, the game got it set as $12,000 fee. So when you first start the game, I highly recommend that you do not cancel a job. If you like long jobs, stick to long jobs. If you like short jobs, stick to short jobs. But do not cancel a job as soon as you get in the game, because it will leave you bankrupt. And it's going to take you a lot more time to buy your own truck and stuff like that. So what we're going to do, and then you got your short messages here. And if you was on a convoy with somebody, you're chatting with somebody, I don't know if this works on Trucker MP or not. I haven't been on there in a while, but you are able to use F9 to look at what others are texting you while you're playing the game. And that was an update that they did, like, I guess 2 or 3 updates ago. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull out. So this is the International 9900i. So this is the game without any mods. I'm playing this game without any mods whatsoever. And you're gonna have to, of course, for the tutorial, you're gonna have a very short distance to carry the cargo. The game just want to make sure that you get the feel of what's going on and how to operate the game before they put you by yourself. But most people that have the game already know what to do. But then again, if you have a wheel, after we get finished with this, I will jump into the settings menu and show you how to connect your steering wheel. I took the wrong way, so we can turn right here. Alright, once you reach the destination or the target company that you're supposed to be delivering your freight to, you're going to have this trailer delivery dialog pop up. The first choice that you got, which is 90 points, is called Where Do You Need It? Basically, you're going to have to maneuver the trailer to wherever that they want you to park it at. So this is also called skilled parking, so that's why you get 90 points for it. Let's play it safe means that you're just pulling the trailer up to a straight line anywhere in the parking lot that it tells you to, and just park it. So it's easy. The only thing you just doing is pulling the trailer into that zone, and then go ahead and finish the job. And you can skip the bottom one is skip. You don't get any points for it because you're skipping the parking bonus part. Now in the settings, you can change this to where you can only do one of these every time you complete a job. That's how I like it. I constantly don't like coming here every time and picking. So for tutorial purposes, I'm going to skip it. And since that was a short trip, I only got 2 points. Now I'm going to show you guys how to set up your wheel or connect your wheel to American Truck Simulator. well, after this, I keep forgetting. I haven't played the first beginning of American Truck Simulator in a while, so I'll be forgetting about some of the stuff that it takes you to. Well, this is your headquarters starting out. This is where your business starts. Every time that you get by a truck, or if you buy it online, buy your truck online and all that type of stuff, it's going to send it to this garage unless you have other garages to send your new trucks to. In this one, in the game, I don't know why it does this. In the game, even if you have your truck parked at a different garage, you choose to go to Truck Manager and choose that truck, it is going to be, you're going to spawn in Phoenix, which is your hometown that you picked on the map in the beginning. I don't know why it does that. It just does. But it would be nice if they would update the game to where you're able to spawn your truck in the exact location that you had the truck parked at your garage in a different city. But for some reason, when you buy a truck online or you change trucks that you already purchased, doesn't matter what city you're in, it's going to always spawn you in the city that you started in. Okay. So after it take you through all that stuff, showing you all that stuff, it's going to take you through the menu. But before we do that, let me show you guys how to set up a wheel. What you're going to do is come here to controls, and you're going to have options here. You're going to have keyboard, mouse steering. Keyboard steering includes pedals, and you're going to have keyboard plus the whatever wheel you got. I have the Logitech G Hub G3920 driving force steering wheel. Now, in order for it to work with the game, if this steering wheel is coming straight out the box, you need to have the drivers that you need for the steering wheel. So whoever the maker of the steering wheel is, if you got Thrustmaster or Logitech, you need to go to one of their websites and download the drivers for that specific wheel. You need to also download the software that comes with it. You need to install if you got Logitech, I think it's still Logitech G Hub for all Logitech reels, and I think it's a specific app for a Thrustmaster wheel. I don't know if it all ties in together like Logitech. So you need to make sure that is all installed before you get to do anything with the game, because the game won't recognize it if you don't have drivers installed on your computer for the wheel that you got, for the specific wheel that you got. So make sure that your drivers support the wheel that you have in order for it to work in the game. So you go up here and you'll choose your steering wheel. Then you need to click Input Wizard. From Input Wizard, you need to go to Controllers. I'm going to Real Automatic. If you have a clutch or a shifter, you go to 8 shifter or shifter on the other screen. I'm going to go to Advanced Setup, and of course we already did this already. And again, every time you go to Advanced Setup, it's going to for some reason put your clutch as the acceleration and accelerator as your brake axis. We don't want that. So in order to change the buttons, I don't like doing it from the Input Wizard. I'll go to Keys and Buttons, and I would change it via the Keys and Button screen. Now, you don't have to mess with the throttle and brake buttons and all that stuff, because this is just for the keyboard. The game already knows that you're using the steering wheel. That's why we do that part on the Input Wizard. So the throttle, brake, and reverse, you don't have to mess with. Steering left, steering right, you don't have to mess with. That's just for the keyboard. You're also able to use the keyboard along with the steering wheel. The keyboard goes off the keys and buttons, so you don't have to mess with anything else but the ones that you want to change. So the ones I would like to change is the shift up and shift down. Okay, the shift up in the game, you're going to reverse. So if you want to reverse, I don't normally choose neutral. I don't mess with neutral because I can shift it by using the shift up and shift down. So it's basically like it's a real shifter like you have in a car or bus or a truck. You got your parking brake. The way I crank up the truck is I depress the I press the accelerator axis on my pedals. I put my button 2 as parking brake. This is how you change if you want to combine, like keybind all your buttons on your steering wheel to the game. And I think all of mine is right, except for the everything should be good. From this screen, I'm going to go through this screen, and I'm going to talk about the different buttons and all that stuff. And tomorrow we'll talk about adding mods and all that different types of good stuff. But today I'm just showing you the basics of the game. And tomorrow it'll be a lot more than what you see now. The job market is the main thing on this screen. Job market, if you're not going to have none of these unlocked yet. Simple reason, because you don't have your own truck, you don't have your own trailer, and you have to have your account connected to World of Trucks in order to do external contracts or the external market. And I think you have to have your account to do a convoy with your friends or somebody or any other person that you want to play with. So you're only going to have the quick job. With the quick job, they're going to give you a truck and freight. So you're driving for a different company. You can drive for Plaster & Son, Sale Goods, Coastline Mining, and Charged. And you got a lot of different options here with different trucks. So that's how you choose your next job, and it's going to tell you all the information you need, the payout and all that stuff. You can sort by route length, the price, the distance, the expiration, the cargo weight, route length, sender, and recipient that you want to. You can filter the list by. Of course, this is the world map. You can see all of the cities and all that stuff. I think you're able to still, you got to buy your first truck in order to do quick travel. This is a feature that they just added. A while back, you wasn't able to quick travel nowhere. You had to drive to wherever you need to go. So, and that made it challenging for the people that's playing Truckers MP, because if they wanted to meet up with somebody or meet up with their friends or somebody that they're playing a game with, they would have had to drive to that specific location. Now they made it easier to where you can quick travel, so it won't take as long. So because there's been times where you had to meet somebody, they'll be all the way in Seattle, Washington, you will be in Las Vegas somewhere, and you would have to drive all the way up to Seattle, Washington to do a convoy with one of your friends. Got the radio. Now, with the radio, you can add in your own music off your iPhone or Android or whatever you have. You put the music in the American Truck Simulator music folder in Documents or wherever you have American Truck Simulator installed. So you can do that. You can also do the radio stream. Click update from the internet, and it'll pop up a lot of radio channels that you can listen to. Email. Like here it tells you that brand new international trucks are in Flagstaff for sale. And once you raise enough money, you can go to the showroom and buy your own truck. Now, whatever truck that you pick, if it's an international type truck or if it's a Volvo type truck, Freightliner type truck, Western Star type truck, any type truck, name brand truck that you pick on the Profile Dialog is the truck that is going to be default in your game. That they're going to unlock one dealership for you, and that's the truck name brand that you picked on the profile screen. So if you picked international, you're going to have an international dealership already unlocked, and you have to discover the rest of the dealerships. So make sure that you're choosing wisely of what trucks you like when you're picking out your truck on the profile screen. A lot of people question on how to upload or screenshot high quality photos. Now, some people use the developer mode, and you have to press 0, and that is how you walk and stuff. That's how people walk and stuff in the game, and I will show you how to do that next video. But the right way for you to take a photo or anything like that, you have to use photo mode. Like I said, you start off the game, on some of them, some options are limited because you don't have a truck. You're not in the correct level that you need to be in, and all that type of stuff. So you will have to get your levels and everything, your points and everything up in order to use some of the features. You can browse your vehicle, save and load options, and everything else is self-explanatory. If you want to look at your progress, you can see here your progress and all that stuff, your statistics and all that stuff. And it's going to be way more options than it is on the screen now. But stay tuned for the next video. We'll talk more about American Truck Simulator. But in this video, that is how you get started in American Truck Simulator. Stay tuned for the next tutorial video.